Welcome to Main Street Minds with your host, Amish Munshi. This is where industry leaders and seasoned pros share their secrets to success beyond limits. Let's dive in.
Hello and welcome to Main Street Minds. Today we have a very special guest, Prasanna over here with us right from Sunnyvale. So right in my neighborhood. Really looking forward to meeting up as well and knowing more about you. But before we do any of that, there is just so much success that Prasanna has had that I'm not even able to kind of comprehend how to start it and how to cover everything. And without any further delay, let me open up the floor. Let Prasanna speak because that's way more important than what that introduction that I'm trying to do. So without any further delay, Prasanna, tell us uh, about you, what you're doing.
Yeah, hey, Ali, Amish, thanks for having me. First of all, appreciate inviting me to your podcast. And I think you set a very high bar for expectations about me in those two lines. I'll just try to describe what I think I am. I am an engineer at heart. Professionally, I build engineer systems that are low latency, highly scalable, very efficient systems because I'm passionate about efficiency in general. And that's what I've been doing on through my tech career.
Nice.
And so I've been doing things like building chipsets in our smartphones that probably scale to 1 billion people, building USB drivers. So every time you plug in a USB cable on your Windows machine, it's probably still running my code. That code doesn't change for ages.
Yeah.
From there I moved to LinkedIn, where we focused on building high performance systems for everyone using LinkedIn as a platform for their economic growth and opportunities. And then I came to Netflix, where I do similar stuff, focusing on building high performance applications that all our users use and make sure we understand what our users are experiencing and provide that observability and insights to all our engineers building the amazing systems.
Yeah.
So that's been my main career. But outside of my career, there is whatever I do, there's one simple question I ask myself. Whatever I'm working on, whatever I'm building, can this actually help someone live a better life? Whether it's designing faster systems or investing in mission-driven startups, mentoring a future generation of engineers, working with nonprofits. I try to keep my compass pointed towards that impact for social good.
That is amazing, and it's a variety of kind of goals or skill sets that were required to go from being able to write a driver for a USB to being able to develop a scalable system. A very very different, diverse skill set, right? And I think as you hit the nail on the point, saying the compass of what we are trying to do probably matters more. Saying, are we doing something to make money, or are we doing something to improve the life of the person that we are working with, or the community, right? Just having that moral compass makes a huge difference.
Yeah, definitely. So that journey, having my true, my North Star, I've had that vision forever, I think, since my at least middle school, high school, where the social good aspect has always been intrinsic. So with that North Star, I've been able to move to the right areas and acquire the right skill sets by which I can maximize the potential of my impact on the society.
Yeah,
so that's how I look at it.
Yeah, that is amazing. So tell us how you got started. What got you interested in even just starting the career in tech?
Yeah, tech was more an accident for me. I'm from India. It's not already obvious. I grew up in Chennai in India, and I all in my school I wanted to be a doctor, and being a doctor is not easy in India, getting into a medical school. Obviously, being a doctor is not easy anywhere. I didn't get into a good medical school. And then my fallback option was, okay, let's become a technologist. I did like computer science as well in school, but not as much as biology. So that's how I ended up in tech as a fallback option, among other things. I also wanted to do physics, which I was very passionate about. Like quantum physics was my area of interest after biology, and then was computer science, which is like if everything else fails, something safe. That was tech for me.
Yeah.
So it's that's how I ended up in tech. But once I got into tech, I started in a university called Anna University back there in Chennai. And once I got started, it was very fascinating for me. Starting, especially what caught my attention was like this distributed systems and networking systems. Just looking at how much we can scale um, and gather information that will help us understand the world around us even better, and also make that information available to everyone. It was right at the end of the internet boom and right at the beginning of the smartphone boom. Around that transition era is when I was in college, and distributed computing and networking was my thing. And I was very interested in research. So I started publishing papers back in my undergrad when my other friends were having fun there. What are you even doing? But I had a couple of us who were interested in research back then, starting in undergrad. And so we started publishing papers in that space. And then I applied for a PhD program here in the US. I got a good scholarship. So I came to University of Florida to actually do my PhD. But then it was recession and getting a job was not easy. And I landed a couple of them. Like, I can't let this opportunity go. So I cut short my PhD, graduated with a master's, and took a job. In hindsight, I feel like I could have done more research. But it is what it is. And that's how I got into the industry. Because of my interest in networking and distributed systems, I started with building chipsets for smartphones back in the day. So a lot of my code is probably still running on when you connect to like LTE systems. 4G was the technology that we were building. 3G and 4G are the technologies that I worked in. So it was at Qualcomm where we were able to build those chipsets and scale it to billions of phones. Right? Qualcomm serves billions and billions of phones all over the world. Powering, I think they were even powering iPhones back then, and then obviously all the Android devices, Windows as well. So a lot of that. And then I got married, and my wife moved to the Bay Area for a job. So I had to find a job here. And that's when I moved to LinkedIn as part of the performance team, because things that I did at Qualcomm is just performance, making sure those chipsets, it's very important for us to gather all that information coming over the air and then give it to the operating systems as quickly as possible to be able to hit that 1 gigabit speeds over the air. Like, that was a dream back then, like 1 Gbps. I remember bringing up the first gigabit plus speeds in our lab. And it was a big deal back then. I think 2013, 2014. It was a big deal. And so that performance and efficiency aspect has always been there. So that's been how I've built chipsets. That's how we've built applications. And now we build AI systems, but back of the mind. And the main focus for me has always been that efficiency, performance, making sure this scales as many people as possible and as fast as possible. Both those things. And then from LinkedIn, I did a stint as an engineering manager there, built a team to build an AI service. Like, before it was called AI, this was back 2018, 19, where like deep learning was the thing back then. And then we built these models to serve LinkedIn services to just perform better. And then I felt that it's to build things again. And I felt like I want to be an engineer more than a manager for a while. So I moved to Netflix to become an engineer again.
Mm-hmm.
So, and here we are building similar things, a lot of focus on observability, performance, and using data and AI to get the
Mm-hmm.
right insights about what our users are experiencing and making sure Netflix as a platform is able to scale everywhere in the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's been my main journey, my day job. But during these, in the last 5-10 years, I've also been looking at uh, how else can I scale my impact? Like
Yeah.
not one person doing everything, but it's a
Mm-hmm.
team and it's a village and a society that we need to enable. So
Mm-hmm.
with that in mind, I started engaging with some nonprofits in the space of AI
Mm-hmm.
and how it applies to different social good purposes like building smart cities, sustainability,
Mm-hmm.
education, and so on. And I joined the boards of a few nonprofits, helping them, advising them to
Mm-hmm.
build better systems, more meaningful systems from the tech side, but also general guidance and leadership.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, also started coming more investment opportunities. Now I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I have made enough. Now, how do I give back? Where do I put these things in? So the main principle for me for investment is uh, the social impact aspect of the
Mm-hmm.
idea. And then, of course, the founders themselves, like how well uh, I find their
Mm-hmm.
reputation and their passion.
Yeah.
So with that, started a spree of investments. So
Nice.
I have a wide portfolio of startups that I've invested all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they're all focused on doing something impactful for the society
Mm-hmm.
with technology.
Yeah, that is amazing. So, like, what I think one of the things I would love to know is like what was that moment when, like, after getting married, after having a kid, like, while you're working, what was that trigger moment where it said, okay, like, let's do something more? Like, like, a lot of people think about it but don't do it, and a lot of
Hmm.
people don't even think about it. But what was that moment that helped you transition over to doing something more than just being an individual contributor?
Yeah, I think I have to thank one of my good friends at LinkedIn for this. I was struggling to continue being in management, like leadership, middle management, versus actually doing something more impactful.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Part of me was saying, like, middle management is really not as impactful as I want it to be. It's,
Yeah,
you really don't have a lot of power sitting in the middle. Really.
yeah.
You're driving someone else's agenda. Whether or not you like it is different. If you're aligned with those agendas and goals and vision, then it makes total sense. But what if it doesn't? And
Yeah.
how would you be the people making those decisions, not just driving those decisions and implementing them,
Mm-hmm.
but making the right decisions? Um, and then thought about maybe I should have my own startup, be a CEO. And then
Mm-hmm.
I realized, no, it's the people who actually are sitting on the boards.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's where I have to be to make meaningful decisions that can
Mm-hmm.
be driven by others.
Yeah. So
And
yeah,
that was my exploration at that point.
that was extremely valuable. And so
Uh,
speaking of that, like what like how do you manage to like be on multiple boards right now and work and contribute? Like how are you able to juggle multiple different things?
yeah, actually, I get this question a lot, even from my like friend circles. Even my wife asks me, I don't know how you do it. I I don't know. I time and again I sit and optimize my calendar.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think my time management, time is my biggest, most valuable resource in my life.
Yeah.
My time and my energy, they come first. So how do I manage that time is very important to scale my impact. So
Yeah.
I do sit and optimize my calendar.
Mm-hmm.
I do something called ruthless prioritization.
Mm-hmm.
That's a term I've told a lot of people. People who know me will know this term already. It's called ruthless prioritization,
Yeah.
where I if something is not most important, most critical, and if it is not something that only I can do it, those are things that I won't end up doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I only do things that are most important, and
Mm-hmm.
everything else I prune from
Yeah.
my calendar and my mind. Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. So, while you're doing that, how kind of like was it like do you like kind of just work very long hours, or you're able to like still have a good work-life balance?
Yeah, no, I don't work long hours.
Okay.
Sometimes I do when it's like
Yeah.
absolutely essential that I need to finish something and I need to
Mm-hmm.
get something done. I do, and then I take the time back later,
Yeah.
maybe. So yeah, at any point, if I feel like I'm burning myself out, I
Mhm.
make it clear to people that I need to take a couple of days off,
Yeah.
and I do that.
Yeah.
Netflix as a workplace is very, uh, very employee friendly.
Mhm.
The team I work with is great. Uh, and then everywhere else, all the other companies I work with, all the other organizations, I also build IEEE standards as well.
Mhm.
I sit on the standards committees on a few of the standards that are coming up.
Yeah.
But all of those teams, I'm just blessed to work with really good people
Yeah.
who understand my priorities and help me get them right.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, given the level of success at where you are right now, do you think you have achieved what you wanted to do?
Um, I, I don't know. Like, I don't think there is one destination that I'm moving towards.
Mm-hmm.
It is the journey that I'm trying to improve, not only for me, but for everyone around me.
Yeah, yeah. And
So,
like, at a very minuscule level, are you able to see that, okay, yes, what you're working on is now more impactful? Like,
yeah,
I hope that just that sense of satisfaction, like, are you able to build on that? Like, is that being addressed?
I would say yes. There are ways I measure my uh, goals and successes in the short term,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't plan extremely for longer term. Like, I don't think like, 10 years later I should have this, or 15
Yeah.
years later I should be ready to do something else. Like, it's not that. Uh, my I just want to enjoy the journey that
Mm-hmm.
is my life. That's how I look at it. And what that gives me a lot of flexibility in adjusting my goals as I go.
Yeah.
Um, I do have like yearly goals or like
Mm-hmm.
metrics that I look at to make sure I'm doing the right thing, I'm moving in the right direction. Um, so yeah, those short-term goals and metrics help me get a clear idea of what I'm doing that is valuable,
Mm-hmm.
or if it's not. Um, but in the longer term, I'm hoping they'll all add up.
Yeah, makes sense. And then just speaking about kind of the growth and the goals, like you did mention you have 1 year goals. Like where do you see yourself with everything that you have been able to achieve? Where do you see yourself in maybe 5 or 10 years? I know you did mention it's a journey, but still, uh,
Yeah.
what would make you happy?
Um, I'm already pretty happy. So,
Yeah.
uh, so 5 years, 10 years later, if I continue to have the same level of contentment in life,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be happy with that. So, with that said, uh, there are certain aspects of things that I feel like things can get worse for the society we live
Mm-hmm.
in, and things that I think we should be more intentional about, more careful about, that we are not
Mm-hmm.
currently. And those are things that I'm working on actively. So
Mm-hmm.
hopefully, 5 years, 10 years later, those things get addressed the right way.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, I have some impact and role to play in that.
Mm-hmm.
And overall, society is in a better place than what it is at today.
Nice. Yeah, that's always great. So, as we, I always like to ask, what are some of the things that you do outside of work? Like, what are some of your
Mm.
hobbies and passions? I know you're very passionate about what you're doing right now. I think that may take the top place, but we would love to know a little bit more.
I think the top place will be spending time with my family and my kid. That's number one.
Yeah.
And then I have my personal goals every year. So I have goals like I work out a lot. I play a lot of pickleball. In the last 2-3 years, pickleball has taken a lot of my time.
Yeah.
So that's something I do. I enjoy playing that. I used to be into kickboxing,
Mhm.
but then pickleball took all the time away. So I don't box anymore. I'm just playing
Yeah.
pickleball.
Yeah.
Um, and then yeah, like just hanging around with friends, catching up on weekends, and then I read a lot. So
Mhm.
uh, every night, about an hour or so,
Mm.
I'm not too active on social media, so
Yeah.
um I use all that time while my wife is scrolling through her Instagram or whatever. Um, I try to read something at that time.
Yeah.
Those are
Yeah.
things I do.
Yeah, that is amazing. And then yeah, I'm sure the kids also take some time in like kind of need like always need like some activity to be with the kids, and it's always fun the variety of things that we are able to do with the kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So as we come closer to the end of this episode, I always like to kind of ask like please share some piece of advice that somebody that's looking to make a similar career path that you have, like what should like how they should be approaching it.
Hmm. Um, the advice would be back to what I mentioned. A lot of us are tuned towards how the world operates today,
Mm-hmm,
having goals and destinations to get to,
mm-hmm,
and somehow thinking that once I get there is when I'll be my happiest, or like that
yeah,
is my place of contentment.
mm-hmm,
Uh, in my experience, that is not true.
mm-hmm,
So seek happiness and contentment in your journey of life. There is not one destination you can get to before you can have that. That's not how it works.
yeah,
So enjoy the journey you're on and be passionate about the things that you do and build your excellence. Don't
mm-hmm,
worry about the results. The results will come. It might take time. What focus on having fun, being happy, healthy, and
yeah,
creating your own excellence,
yeah.
and everything else will follow.
That is extremely valuable. So like if somebody like let's say there's a student in the college saying, hey, I want to be an angel investor, right? Like let's say that's just example, right? Not but just an example saying. But then I think your recommendation is enjoy the process of becoming that angel investor. Yeah, because there is no real end goal over there. Once you become an angel investor, you probably want to become the larger angel investor, right? There is no end goal. Uh,
Yeah,
but enjoy the process of getting there.
yeah, exactly. And build your skills and be excellent at what you do, and
Hmm.
keep on learning and making yourself better. Just focus on that, and the results will follow.
Yeah, that is extremely valuable. Thanks for giving us your time and your insights and extremely valuable piece of information. As we conclude this episode, if there's any other pieces of wisdom that you would like to share, please feel free to share those as well.
No, I think I already spoke a lot. So,
Yeah, thanks,
yeah.
thanks, and thanks for taking the time and coming on a busy Wednesday, sharing time with us and enlightening us with all the knowledge. Thank you.
That's a wrap on today's episode of Main Street Minds. Want to share your journey with our audience? Head over to mainstreetmindspodcast.com/guest to apply.